Hi guys, it's Heather from Strings and Threads. Thank you for being here. I'm not feeling super energetic today. It was my first day back to work after being out with COVID, and I'm just gonna curl up and take a nap after this video. I wanted to say hi to you guys because I didn't have a chance to get on yesterday and I missed you. So let's do our question of the day here, and they're optional. You don't have to do it with me. It's just something fun to get to know each other better because all you guys are my friends. So today's question is, do you ever cry while watching an emotional film? I cry even when I'm not watching an emotional film. I don't know why, I cry. I go to my kids' school band concerts, I cry. I watch my son bowl on his bowling team and I cry. I don't know, I can't control it. I try to stop it. I'm like, why are you crying, you big baby? But oh well, that's just me. So maybe you don't. Maybe you don't have that leaky eyes problem that I have. So over the past couple of days while I was kind of just resting and watching TV, I started a project that I felt so excited about, and I was really like so excited to show you, and I was hoping I could wear it to school today, but I'm gonna frog it and I'm so disappointed. I'm gonna show you the pattern. It's a really, really pretty pattern. It's this right here. It's kind of like a twisted shawl. And it's a really neat pattern. I think I just used the wrong yarn for it, and that's probably the biggest thing. And that's actually a lot of the problems when I try to make myself wearables, is that I don't go out and get the really nice yarn for it. You know, I thought that this yarn would be nice enough, but I'll explain it. Let me show you what I used. Oops, sorry. I'm just bending over to get it. I should have had it ready. I used Premier Bloom Chunky Big. And this was really, really pretty yarn, I thought. The name of this one is Snapdragon. And it took about 2.5 of these to get it to where I had it. This kind of shows you how the pattern would work up if you knitted it, if you knitted that pattern. And so here's what I had left out of 3 balls of that. First, the lady there is really small, and I'm not a really small person, so I did add a few more. You can chain as many as you need, so I added a few more chains, and I think I added slightly too many, so it's not as tight as I would like it. Let me see if I can get more in the picture here. It's weird to get it the right way because of the twist. Here we go. So it's not fitting me as tight as I would have liked. I added a little bit too much. I overestimated my size. But the other thing is, even if I had it kind of the right size and the right tightness, it would be one of those things. This is going to sound weird, but one time I made something, I can't even get it really to be right now. You can kind of see why I'm going to frog it. And so I'm going to spend all that time I spent working on it. Tonight I'm going to spend undoing it. But I had something on once that I had made. It was like a sweater or something. And I know it was only so-so, but someone said, oh, did you make that? And I was like, yeah, I did, thanks. And they were like, I'm not trying to be mean, but if somebody's asking you, did you hand make that? It's probably because it doesn't look good. And so I know that, like, obviously the person was insulting me, but it was just somebody from work. It was a long time ago. But I felt like there was a little bit of truth to that, where if you make something and you make it well, people aren't going to know the difference as to whether you bought it or whether you handmade it. And so I've kind of used that as my standard. And when I put that on and looked at it in the mirror, I was like, oh, Heather, did you hand make that? And, you know, it was my way of saying, like, it doesn't look right. You need to have the better yarn in order to make that, and you need to size it better. And that's another thing I usually struggle with when I try to make clothing is the size. It either ends up being way too small or way too large. I seem to have trouble like making it right to my size. And I've had patterns where I've looked at it and I've made it to my normal size, but somehow it still doesn't end up fitting right. So anyway, that's, if you've watched my videos for a while, I've kind of hinted at off and on in some of the videos, or even just flat out said in some of them, that I'm not really very good at wearables. And I just wanted to kind of challenge myself. And for some reason, I thought that this pattern would look good with that particular yarn, but I really don't think it does. It's not the right yarn to use for that pattern. But if you are interested, I'm probably not going to make it because I don't think I have any yarn that would look good with this pattern. I don't think this is something you would use your Red Heart Super Saver for. She has a YouTube video on how to make it, and there's a free pattern online, but I'm not even going to bother to list it because the directions are chain thus and such amount and then watch my video on how to do it. So you may as well just link the video to it. So anyway, I'm glad to see you guys, and I'm ready to just go and take a nap. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you everybody who's watched and everybody who's subscribed. If you like what you see and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing and supporting my channel. Thank you guys. See you later.